Good morning, everyone. It's Tess. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be on tip 144. Wow, I can't believe that. And I thought today I'm going to actually talk about rewriting the imposter script. I know I kind of started talking about that yesterday, and it came up as something I'm looking into from group with Doc V on Wednesday. And I found a couple more articles, and the articles were actually giving tips on how to overcome this. And I found articles back to 2008, and then as current as 2021 in February. So what ended up happening is two of the articles gave like hints and tips, and no surprise, most of the tips were much the same. So I figured I'd kind of do this because it goes a little bit deeper than just yesterday, the confidence versus the competence, which I think is important because identifying that, hi Joan, identifying that our competence doesn't always match our confidence, and that can cause us problems with like the imposter syndrome. But I like these. I found three articles, and they were from like Harvard Business Review, and then it was 10 steps. That was in a psychology journal, and then Health Essentials also have the 2021 article. And it kind of a lot of things, what I'm finding in this journey of this weight loss journey and improving life journey, is that a lot of things kind of center around self-worth and improving how you feel about yourself, and improving that we stop comparing ourselves to others, and that we start recognizing that everybody struggles with the same things. And in a way, maybe, and I'm going to look at it this way, so don't take this offense to this, but maybe it's arrogant to think that we're the only ones that struggle with some of this stuff, and that we just have to learn to let it go. And by that, what I mean is it more or less, one of these articles said 7 out of 10 adults will suffer from this imposter syndrome at some point in their life. And it kind of just really relates to having confidence around your skills and the confidence to match what you've accomplished. We have to stop taking our successes in life and attributing it to luck, because we've done a lot of hard work, and we have to recognize that hard work and give ourselves credit for it. So what these articles were saying is that really, basically, imposter syndrome is labeled as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persists despite evident success. And that does kind of go to self-worth and confidence. So we have to learn that when we start to feel that, we have to stop. And we have to kind of go, hey, wait a minute. You know what? 7 out of 10 people hit this at some point in their life. If I let myself fall into this, I'm just going to end up with anxiety. I'm going to end up with burnout. I'm going to end up feeling like I'm not good enough. I need to just grab this, recognize that this is just a feeling that I need to overcome, and that a lot of people struggle from this, and I just need to let it go. And I think that's a lot of what I've worked on in this past year. And I tend to make things more complicated than they need to be, and I just need to lighten up. I just need to lighten up and keep moving forward. One thing it did also say is it is self-doubt, which is connected to self-worth, and it's being unable to internalize your accomplishments. And they said a lot of people that do have this happen to them they have high expectations of themselves, they're high achieving, they are successful. It's not the people that, it doesn't limit to people who aren't successful. Very successful people just never think they're enough. And many people, 7 out of 10 adults, will struggle with this. It is kind of linked to perfectionism. And they say it can have roots in childhood and trying to be good enough because you never felt like you were good enough. It has those feelings of, I must not fail. I feel like I'm fake. It's all down to luck, and that you will not accept success. It's hard to take a compliment. It's hard to say, I did the work and I accomplished it. That we always attribute it to someone else or something else. So basically, it kind of says that we have to rewrite that. We have to remind ourselves that it's normal to feel this way, and that no one knows it all, and it's okay sometimes that you're going to learn something on the journey. We have to talk and clear our negative thought. We need to try to rebuild that self-confidence and recognize that any struggles in life are just those opportunities to learn. We need to be kind, supportive, and visualize a better future. And through these articles, they gave like tips and tricks. And I'll kind of give the tools that they give to help us overcome this imposter syndrome or this lack of self-confidence or the lack of self-worth. The things that just kind of block us, that we let block us on our journey. And the first one is they say it's okay to talk about it, because once you talk about it, you're going to realize you're not the only one. 7 out of 10 adults face this. We all face it at different times in our lives, and it's okay. It's okay because it's normal. When you realize something is just normal, it's easier to get over it. The second thing is separate feelings from fact. The idea that you feel like you're failing, you feel like you're not good enough, stop for a second and say, oh, you know what? Those are just feelings coming in again. You know, I'm moving along in my journey. Right now, it might be a little bit of a struggle. Maybe I'm in an environment where I'm the oldest one, I'm the youngest one, I don't have the same skills as everybody else. And that maybe even relates to yesterday where they were saying for women, we tend to feel that we need 90% of the skills, say in a job, and where men feel 50% of the skills. So at any point in time, you've got that gap where you're going to feel like you're not enough. And so it's back to that self-confidence, self-worth, your competence and your confidence not being equal. So again, we've got to stop with that feeling and we've got to turn it, recognize it, and like the fat filters, release it to allow in positive thoughts. Again, accentuating the positive. We have some skills. We're just improving them. Not being 100% perfect at any point in time is normal, and we just keep moving forward. We need to recognize our achievements. You got the job, you lost the pounds, you're continuing on your weight loss journey, you joined a group, you found mentors. We have to start, instead of saying, I'm so bad at this, I had to get, it's all about that wording too. I am improving myself. I've gotten myself a great team to help me through the journey. I think so much of everything that we face in life is about what we label it as. And I'm even seeing this in this imposter syndrome. It's lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-worth. It's a lack of belief in yourself. And those are all the things that got me in trouble with my weight loss journey. So I have to turn the thought. I am worthy, I am learning, I'm never giving up. I know a lot, but there's a lot more I can learn, and that's the journey. And that's okay, because that's what we're all doing. Again, it does say about getting healthy, about learning. Learning is normal. And then it says, and I just kind of mentioned it, rewrite the rules. You shouldn't know it all. You have the right to learn, and you have the right to ask. That is not being an imposter. That's just being a human living a life. The new script is just reminding yourself, everyone struggles from time to time. Flip it, let it go, and move on. There's no need to be making yourself pay a price higher than what you... In anything, you know what? We shouldn't be paying a price. We're just learning and we're moving forward. It's not about that victim piece. It's not about that feeling bad. We should always be looking for that place to feel good. So I think it's just a label to a way that we tend to think about ourselves, and we've got to let go of that negative stuff. We've got to start remembering we're worth it. Asking questions is totally normal. Seeking help is totally normal. And building our self-confidence is absolutely essential and critical, because most of us who've struggled with weight or any other obstacle in life, and like the articles are saying, 7 of 10 adults have had these moments in life. We have to let go of not thinking we're good enough, and we have to realize that that's part of the journey. Being happy and excited and learning on the journey makes it a whole lot more fun. And we're all on the same journey. It's how we approach the journey that seems to be different. So again, remember that it does all seems to all boil down to how we think about ourselves and putting that positive spin on things. We got to stop going to that negative place, and we want to think of and it's almost like the emotional scale too. Keep putting ourselves in that place of being happy, joyful, energetic, learning, looking for new opportunities, growing. Have I had some tendencies in my past? Yeah, but that's what this past year has been about, is recognizing and overcoming and releasing the things that aren't supporting my future. And I think it was good that I was kind of asked to look at this week and to try to dig in and see if I do have some of these issues. And I'm a lot better now than I was a year ago. But these reminders to kind of accept who we are, that we're going to have to learn, that we're going to have to improve, and that's normal for everybody, is the greatest gift. None of us are imposters. We're just people who tend to sometimes drop on the negative thought instead of the positive. So we got to keep looking and remembering we're worth it. We're going to do it. We're going to accomplish amazing things. There'll be struggle along the way, but that's totally normal. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and think positive thoughts about yourself, because you have done and accomplished many amazing things, and it's about time that you recognized it. So thank you so much, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. And thanks for watching.